Hey guys, welcome back to another weekly developer diary. So for this week, I've not really got any art or much somewhat interesting stuff to show you. I'm just going to sort of talk through what I've done this past week. So for this past week, I've mainly been preoccupied with my uni work, as right now we're working on advanced computer games development as the module. So for this last week, what we ended up doing was, first of all, we had to create some terrain, and after that, we had to make like a door. So you had to make it so it was in 3D, so when the player walked to the door, there was there was a collider near the door, so that when the player entered the door's vicinity, the door would then open for the player, so it was like an automatic door. And then after that, they just basically add layers of difficulty onto it. So after that, you have to make it so the door is locked and has an unlock state, and then to unlock it, you have to find a key and pick it up. And then after that, we had to make it so you had to enter a specific key combination to open it. So you'd go up to an interface, the camera would lock on that button interface, and you'd have to press a certain pattern to open the door. So that's what we ended up doing for the last week in Unity, just in the uni labs and just work we've been given. And as well as that, I've just been thinking more about the project. So for this week, what I want to do is I want to get a draft of a feasibility document on the game. So the main things this will involve is the base requirements of the game. So what I want the game to achieve. So this has to be quite specific things, not just the game must be fun, the game must be engaging, because that's very vague and kind of comes with the with being a game that it has to be interesting and be fun. But it has to. The feasibility requirements will have to say what the game will need to meet to meet what I want it to be. So maybe one of them. I don't want them to be too like restricting, because obviously the game can always change in development. But one thing could be the game should deliver a interesting narrative, or the game must I don't know. But for example, the game must deliver an interesting narrative because I want the game to have a strong narrative. That's a requirement that I want the game to have, that not all games would have. Another big thing, a feasibility in the feasibility requirements, or a feasibility document, would be that I would need to create a sort of timeline on what jobs on the game and features on the game I want done at what times, which will, one, help me just stay on time, and two, just stop me from just falling behind. Saying that, making a timeline is going to be a bit odd in a way, in how it's structured, because my first 3 blocks of uni, I'll still be doing uni work while doing bits on the project, and then my last block of uni is just to focus on the project. So it's going to be, I get a bit done in this first block of teaching, a bit done the second, a bit done the third, and the fourth block of teaching, I'm just going to get a lot of it done, because that's when I just have nothing else to do. I can just solely focus on the project. But obviously my main goal is I want to get a good bit done before I reach those solid, I think, 6 weeks of just being able to work on it. So those are the main things I can think of that come to mind when coming up with a feasibility document. So I want to make a draft of that, only about 4 pages, about 2,000 words, that I can then just give to my tutor and just get some feedback on. And that's what I'm planning to do in this coming week, essentially. I might try and do a little bit of art just so I have something interesting to show you for next week. But that's pretty much the plan, so I'm going to be doing that, as well as whatever labs or work we get given to do this week on the current module. So, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you all next week. Alright, peace.